So today at work, I have this coworker. She's really annoying. She's got a deep voice. She's overweight. She's engaging in sexual activity, which I really don't think she should be. Since I think ideally it's more sex should be reserved for marriage in the ideal situation. It's not always going to be the case, but anywho, this individual, she and I don't get along. I don't like her, and a lot of stuff I say, I guess, ticks her off, whatever. Oh well, I don't really care because I'm just trying to create laughs, giggles at work, put smiles on people's faces. I guess she's more feminist or whatever, and I like to make sexist jokes. I don't see an issue with that. And so it got to a point today where she said, "Do you like me? Because I feel like you really don't like me," or something. And I could have said, "No, I don't like you." Just brute honesty, because I always believe honesty is pretty much the best policy. However, if I say no and she's like, "Well, why don't you like me?" or whatever, or yada yada yada, I don't think there would have been really any actual progress or moving forward with that type of response to her question. So instead, I took a more philosophical, intellectual route where I spun the question back at her, and it was more like, it doesn't matter if I like you. What matters is if you like yourself. And then she was confused, and she's like, "What do you mean? Are you asking if I love myself?" And she's like, "If that's the case, then the answer is no." And I'm like, then that's the problem right there. That's what you got to work on. Because in the grand scheme of things, love doesn't matter. Self-love is what matters. You need to stop relying on everybody else to like you. You need to stop relying on everybody else to love you, to boost up your self-esteem, to make you feel whatever. Because if you do that, then you're always going to be chasing it externally. You're going to be seeking that outside yourself. And it's always going to be out of your control then. Whereas if you love yourself, you generate love for yourself within you, if you generate happiness within yourself, you're not dependent on outside factors for that. You can be happy whenever you choose, you'll feel loved all the time, etc., etc. So, the big lesson here that I want you to take away is, it doesn't matter if other people like you, what matters is if you like yourself. And if you don't like yourself, then you need to try to self-reflect and become introspective, go within yourself and figure out what it is you don't like about yourself and why. And then you try to fix that, start solving the problem. Because if you start solving the problem, you begin liking yourself, loving yourself, generating your own happiness, you're going to lead and live a significantly happier, better life. You shouldn't be depending on outside factors for the quality of your life. You should be depending on that all from within.